I threw a divorce party to celebrate the end of my 3-year marriage. I'm young and hot, so I won't have a problem finding another husband, says Ilma Amin. Ilma Amin is a 28-year-old female business analyst. Now, I'm not so sure that Ilma Amin won't have a problem finding another husband in the future. According to the studies, 45% of women are predicted to be childless and single by 2031. So she might have a problem in that department. All right. I'll tell you where she won't have a problem, or what she won't have a problem finding, is a modern man. There are plenty of those around. Why? Well, after all, modern men are the ones funding the sex industry. Modern men are the ones encouraging bad behavior from women, online especially. Modern men are the ones paying for OnlyFans. So yeah, when it comes to modern men, she'll definitely not have a problem finding them. They are everywhere in the Western world these days. All right. Now, today we are reacting to Ilma Amin, a 28-year-old business analyst who threw a divorce party to celebrate the end of her 3-year marriage. All right. And just to let you know as well, apparently after the split up, there was an 8-month relationship that she had with another man. All right. So she moved on quite quickly after the split up. Not until the marriage was finalized. All right. This was right after the split up. And then she has this 8-month relationship with this man. And then the divorce is finalized. Why am I doing this reaction? I'm doing this reaction because I want men to understand feminist traits. I believe that if men start identifying feminist traits in women, they will be able to know which women to avoid and which women to keep around. All right. Listen, guys, I don't encourage promiscuous relationships. I really don't. It's not good for you. All right. So I don't even encourage sex outside of marriage. What I would say to you guys is find a woman that meet your standards. Know how to identify feminist traits, and then you'll be able to find a woman that meets your standards, and then you'll be able to make a clear decision as to whether or not she's worthy of marriage. All right, this is what I say. Well, without further ado, guys, let's meet the woman. Meet Ilma Amin. Sorry.
Girl just celebrated her divorce party and I had the best time. And if you've gone through heartbreak...
Why do they all talk in that voice? That voice is so annoying. Don't know why they all talk in that voice.
Here's why you should turn that pain into celebration. You get to bring together all the people that have supported you throughout the good and the bad. And you get to celebrate yourself. You've spent however long doing all the reflection, all the healing. It's time to party. You deserve a celebration to basically celebrate your growth.
What growth? Divorce does not equal growth. Divorce equals failure. There's no growth in divorce. Seriously, what growth? Guys, whenever you hear a woman, and you're going to hear this from modern women a lot. Whenever you hear a woman talking about words like, whenever she uses words like growth, healing, this is another characteristic of modern women. All right. Whenever she starts using words like healing, growth, run. All right. There's no way of checking any of these things. It means nothing. It's absolutely meaningless. What do you mean by growth? You can't see it. You don't know if it's true or not. This is just gibberish. All right. So whenever you hear a woman using words like growth, healing, leave, run for the hills.
To basically end this chapter, and it's also an excuse to get dressed up for people.
Her voice is really annoying. And she said, and it's also a chance to get dressed up to what? We all know what modern women get dressed up for.
Like, what better way to release that pain by hanging out with your girlfriends, getting dressed up, and dance the night away?
Basically, it's just another opportunity for modern women to dress, well, next to nothing, and go out there, behave in a ratchet way, and seek for attention. That's basically what she's talking about. And guys, a woman that likes to go out to clubs, that's a modern woman. Avoid it. All right. If she tells you that she likes going clubbing with her friends, run. All right. That's a modern woman trait. That's a feminist trait.
Personally, for me, my divorce party wasn't even about me. It's essentially to celebrate my friends. Because at the end of the day, my friends were the ones that brought me out of this depression and lifted me up. I know it's not something that you'd want to do as soon as you get out of a relationship, but when you're ready...
Because when you're ready... That sounds so annoying. Look, I just don't like the voice. I don't like it. Okay. Whenever, that's another trait that you guys need to look out for. Whenever she starts talking about her friends a lot, if a woman has a lot of friends, that's a modern woman. That is a feminist trait. If she has loads of friends, this is how you've got to picture it in your head. She has loads of feminist friends. All right. And they will be literally repeating the feminist jargon over and over to her every time they meet up with her. So when a woman says she has loads of friends, run. That's not a woman you want to make a wife. That's not a woman you want to make into a mother. All right.
Call your friends, get glam, and start this new chapter with a fun party. Because you deserve it.
She deserves it. Right. Okay. Okay, guys. Yeah, that's the... I can't make this up. All right. We're going to react to Mail Online. And we've got a couple of quotes here from her as well that we're going to react to that will help emphasize her modern women traits. Okay. And why you should notice them and avoid them, basically, because this is what we are covering today. So, according to Mail Online, that's a news article, a woman has celebrated the end of her marriage by throwing herself a divorce party complete with a Taylor Swift inspired heart cake. By the way, this woman went viral. I think 950,000 views or something like that on TikTok. All right. So that means loads of women were listening to her. All right. Ilma Amin, 28, from Tower Hill in London, threw a glam-themed party with 30 of her closest friends after finalizing a divorce with her husband of 3 years in May this year. The business analyst said she's thrilled with her newfound singledom and adds that she's so young and hot, people are in awe once they discover she's already been married. No one is in awe. You're 28 years old. Ilma Amin. Yeah? That means you're 2 years away from 30. When you get to 30, 90% of your eggs are gone. That means your value in the dating marketplace has significantly gone down. All right? You are not as valuable as you think you are. This is that modern women delusion. Once again. Now, we've got a couple of quotes from her, which I want to read out to you because this helps you understand that she is a modern woman with feminist traits. This helps you understand the feminist traits in Ilma Amin. According to her, she had a full bouquet and threw it to the next person that's going to get divorced. I had speeches, divorce maids, and my best men. So she's talking about the divorce party that she had. And according to her, she had a full bouquet, just like in a marriage, and threw it to the next person that's going to get divorced. She even had speeches. She had divorce maids and her best man, and I think her best man was the boyfriend that dumped her right after the party, by the way. Sorry to spoil it. I was going to wait until later to tell you guys, but you know what? Sorry to spoil it. Okay. So yeah, who does this? Modern women will do this. Okay, modern women with feminist traits will do this type of thing. Okay, her next quote: "I'm obviously going to get married again, so who's next? Who dares to be my next husband?" My God, I hope no one dares to be your next husband. And I'm not trying to be mean, but you can't waste your most fertile years and then demand a husband at the end. You have to earn one. So unless you change your ways, which will be very difficult to do because humans are habitual creatures, then I don't really see that happening. You'd have to change a lot. And looking at her story, she has a lot of feminist traits which are very unattractive to men. So she thinks she's going to get married again. Again, this is a modern woman. This is a feminist trait. Okay. She is that delusional. She thinks her value doesn't go down. She thinks that men should want her all the time. And she's always going to have a man waiting for her at the end. All right. That's how delusional modern women are. This is how narcissistic they are. This is a feminist trait, by the way. Her next quote: "If I need attention, I'll wear the ring out and say, 'Reckon you can hack it?' Or maybe on first days." She's obviously joking, but she means it at the same time. A real woman doesn't need attention. A real woman dates with the intention to get married and doesn't sleep around. So she obviously needs attention. She'll wear the ring, to attract the men, basically. Feminist traits. Her next quote: "I thought I'd put something witty on the cake, and legally single is funny." Legally single. Oh, God. Anyways, next quote: "That was just the tame pictures that you've seen. I wasn't sure whether to post pictures of me getting a lap dance from my friends. It looks like they strippers." Yeah, what did I say about her friends? Ratchet friends. Dressing next to nothing. That's another feminist trait. Sexual empowerment, all of that. That's why women dress next to nothing. And they think it's empowering. They think it's fun. But that's another modern women trait. So if your woman goes out and dresses next to nothing, leave. Before she comes back, say, "Yeah, babes, okay, I'll see you later." And when she comes back, you're out the door. Yeah, you're out. Make sure you're out before she gets in. Another quote from her: "But less than 48 hours." Okay, this is not a quote from her. This is what happened after she had the party. "But less than 48 hours after the party, Ilma was dumped by the man she had been seeing for the last 8 months, who she says helped her heal her from the divorce." He helped her with the healing process that she was talking about in the video. Yeah, that's the healing process. I think you guys know what I'm thinking. That's the guy that was helping her heal. Yeah, I didn't know that people who help you heal have become your boyfriends and you end up having a sexual relationship with them. This is what I'm trying to say. Modern women just talk nonsense. They use these words that mean absolutely nothing. They mean absolutely nothing. They sound good, but they mean absolutely nothing. And usually they say it as a way to kind of, deceive, really and truly. It's just to deceive. It's just to hide the truth. Okay? So, yeah. So she got dumped. He obviously saw how she was behaving. He didn't like it. And something inside of him told him to run. And I'm telling you guys, when you see these traits in these women, run. These are feminist traits. It's not good for you in the long run. You're going to regret it. Ilma has shared much of her heartbreak journey with her 15,000 TikTok followers and claims she didn't want to hide her divorce from anyone. Another feminist straight, another modern women feminist straight. She wants to tell the entire world what her issues are. She wants to air out her dirty laundry. She wants to tell everyone what she's going through. Why? Certain things should be private. Certain things should be personal. Not everything the world has to know about. You have to have a personal life. A life outside from prying eyes. Oh my God. But a modern woman, a woman with feminist trait, has to tell the whole world what she's going through. Okay, and then she goes on to say, I post on TikTok in the hope it reaches women and men who are in the shit situations and they feel like they're stuck and that their life can't go on after divorce. Yeah, and they become life coaches. That's the excuse why she posts. No, she doesn't post it for that reason. She posts it for attention. That's what she really posts it for. But of course, they don't want to tell the truth. So guess what? They'll dress it up in a way that sounds pretty. Sounds nice, sounds thoughtful, sounds caring, but it's not really. She's trying to help everyone else through her experience. No, what you're trying to do is gain followers and gain attention. That's really what you're trying to do. That's modern women. That's feminist traits in modern women. Okay, her next quote. I've sworn off younger men. They're so stingy, I can't. Even if they've got money, I'm never splitting 50-50. I never did that with my ex-husband, and he was younger than me. Okay, so she obviously doesn't like younger men. She doesn't like the idea of 50-50 relationships. Now, I bet you a lot of women in the West don't even know that they have been indoctrinated by this feminist ideology, this idea of 50-50. All right, women are not inherently attracted to 50-50 relationships. They are not. It's not in females' nature to be attracted to that. But guess what feminism told them? It told them that you should be attracted to 50-50 relationships. Any woman that comes up to you and says she believes in 50-50 relationships, believe you me, you will eventually end up breaking up. That woman will eventually end up breaking up with you in the end. Don't listen to what she's trying to say. She's been indoctrinated by the feminist ideology. She doesn't know what she's talking about. So if she says, if she says 50-50, leave. That means she already believes in that ideology. Leave. All right? There's no changing her. Because if you try to tell her, nah, it shouldn't be 50-50, she's going to argue with you. And if you do give her 50-50, she's going to end up leaving you later. So leave. That's another feminist trait in modern women that you want to avoid. Her next quote, this is not really a quote. And hold on, and going back to the 50-50 argument I was just making, most men, because of how women have become, most men don't even want to do the traditional roles no more. They are willing to do the whole 50-50. And you guys wonder why modern relationships don't work. Okay. Now, the next one is, it's not really a quote from her, but yeah, it's just stating that she basically had 980,000 views, 180,000 likes, and 860 comments. That's crazy. That's a lot of women commenting. That's a lot of women liking that video. That's a lot of modern women with feminist traits. Now, she says, my next marriage won't be in my 20s. I'll wait until my late 30s. Another feminist traits, they get married later when they are less fertile, when they can give you less kids. All right. One of the things that keep men around is children and the possibility of having a legacy. That's what men stick with women for those reasons. All right. But a woman with a feminist mindset, she wants to leave it as late as possible. That contributes to the destruction of the relationship. And this is the issue, with women with feminist traits, because they have been indoctrinated by feminism. And a lot of them, they don't even know that they're doing it. Okay, so yes, guys. Now, listen, guys. I hope you enjoy. Now, to give you a quick conclusion, before I go into, just to give you a quick conclusion. Most of these women don't even know that they are following a feminist ideology. They just have been indoctrinated like that from young. All right. Unfortunately for them, they're going to end up single. This is why the statistics predict what they predict. Why? Because feminist values or feminist ideas are not conducive to long-term relationships, are not conducive to family creation, are not conducive to legacy. They are just not. All right? I hate to say it, but it's the truth. Okay? Well, I don't hate to say it because it is the truth. So all I want you guys to understand is that whenever you meet a woman, you have to do your investigation. You have to look out for certain things. And these are the things. If you like her, if you think she's attractive, all right, you have to do your investigation, your research. And that includes identifying feminist traits. Because if you don't, the likelihood of you getting a divorce will increase significantly. The likelihood of you having an unhappy marriage will increase significantly. The likelihood of you having no legacy will increase significantly. I'm just trying to help you guys out there, all right? I hope you enjoyed this reaction. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. All right? Peace, and I'll see you next time.